Hey guys, and welcome to Farm Simulator 2017 on Sandy Bay. So we've got a little bit of stuff to be doing today. Now I'll pull up the HUD again. We are in the last day of summer, coming into autumn. So we're just doing some groundwork, ploughing, cultivating, and all that good stuff. It's gonna slow down on the farm for a little while. Then we'll probably go over and do some forestry. You guys would have seen us doing some of that, and I will briefly show you when we get over here. We've got our truck and trailer, and our sawmill is now active. We got that going throughout the last couple of live streams this week. So you can put your wood, or logs, should I say, either side here, and it will pile up the piles here. It can only accept so much. As you guys can see, that log's still sat there. Here is our screen. Unfortunately, it is in German. This is from my Roo site, this sawmill, not part of the map. You can get it from my mod spreadsheet. If I open F1, you can see fuel, which is wood chips, is at 37%, so that is 37.76. So we know the top one is fuel. The bottom one, I know already, is logs, and you can match it up on the F1 help. The wood chips is the bottom one, which is basically... Effectively, this thing can become self-sufficient after you give it a little bit of wood chips, is waste material. And then we've got the pallet boards, which is actually getting close to being a full pallet already, which is awesome. So, I believe that sells as a normal log. I don't know how much it's worth, I will look forward to seeing. So basically, wood chips come out of here, use a bucket, run them around here, it gets scooped in and put into the, I'm guessing, steam boiler. So we've got the skid steer bucket. We've got the leftover logs from the forest brought up here. I may end up moving them to somewhere else, so it's not blocking that up. Probably over here somewhere or over there. I don't kind of like it blocking the door, but hey, we know they don't work. And making use of building here. It's got a skid steer in them. But the main task for today, in reality, is ploughing and cultivating. Got this field that will probably get started about halfway through the video, and I need that vehicle switcher mod. I'm really thinking about getting that in. We're cultivating, so we'll pull up GPS. GPS is already set up because we were doing this earlier on a live stream. So we'll go ahead and carry on cultivating this up. Won't take us too long, probably be about 3-4 passes, and then we're ready to rock and roll already, which is nice. We just have to do a headland. Now I ended up doing this on stream. Pretty much this whole field, people were, well, not a lot, so there was only really one person in particular which kept on complaining that was strange, that I needed to do more farming. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if people know what working on a farm is like, because sometimes you don't always work the fields. There's a lot of downtime, and for just live stream factors, I like breaking it up and changing what we're doing. So doing a bit of forestry on small scale for the last few days. I know the videos have been like it, and I know the live streams were carrying on from that, because it was just mess I needed to clean up. It's just relaxing, just to do something else for a change. And luckily with the Seasons mod, it really forces you to do that and look at every aspect of the game. Hence why I'm paying so much attention to the animal stuff. And forestry, where typically would I before? No, I'd just be harvest, harvest, harvest. And over the winter months, we'll be selling our harvest, which is going to be awesome. We're going to have a lot to sell. A heck of a lot to sell. So I look forward to that. So I did ask, someone did ask me, where did I get this cultivator from? This cultivator is from the mod hub on FarmSim's website. A big chunk of my mods are typically from there. You guys will see them. The ones that are and aren't. But for the most part, they're all from there, which is nice. Game extension is what I'm currently using to hide the HUD and all that stuff. Down in the bottom it will show if I've got wood chips or anything, and it will flicker between the two. So I've got one to show, and I think it's a good mod in the fact of the amount of stuff it can do. I don't touch half the stuff it can do, but if I open up the menu. We'll hit I. You got all your cruise control stuff. The farmer's torch. Well, farmer's touch, should I say. The screenshot mode. I don't use any of that. Vehicle HUD icons. I'm not too sure what that's all about. And the shuttle control. For drive control, if true, it will activate the shuttle control while entering a vehicle. Don't know why that's in there, because you can do that. The server, which is your game stuff, but autosave interval. We can now have autosave in the game, which is awesome. I bumped it up to 30 because I kept on noticing the game was juddering around, and I've been wondering the last couple of days since installing the latest game extension what was causing it. And, you know, there it was. But unfortunately, the creator of game extension, which I forget his name now, is put a post up on Mod Central. He's basically stopping modding, unfortunately. It's not for any reason of the community or anything like that, which kind of surprises me at times. So that's why most modders disappear. He says he's got personal stuff going on. Dave read the quote from the forum post on Mod Central, so that's why he's posted that mod or the game extension up on the Mod Hub instead of the Mod Central site, which was surprising. It's disappointing. He used to do a lot with scripts, so I don't know if anyone else will take it over from Mod Central or the SOB guys as the game updates and may break stuff. Who knows? Hopefully it won't die. That's all I can say, because it is a pretty neat mod to some degree. I won't use all the features, but a big chunk of them I do use and very much enjoy. So we really haven't got too much to do here. Now field 20 is done, ploughed. Obviously it's not cultivated yet. Field 20 will be the very last field I cultivate. I'll probably use the JCB for the cultivation work. Maybe the 7530. This winter too, just to change some stuff up in the winter months, I'm going to be doing repairing all the machinery that needs doing. We'll bring most of the implements, if not all of them, in there. Probably end up shifting some stuff around in the yard to make it more so it makes some more sense where stuff is placed. And that will keep my daily maintenance down. Of course, we'll probably get the combine in, if not now on this video, very shortly, because of course we're done with that for a while. Won't be using that. I do want to say as well, Auction David has had a couple of people bring to his attention the silage clamps and silage coming through the walls. Now any of you guys that have experienced this, listen and listen carefully. It'll probably go in one ear and out the other for a few of you, but not all of you. If you tip the silage too close to the wall of the pit, on the rear, the sides, it will come through. That is an issue with the tip coal. It can be fixed. I don't know if he's going to, because it's not major. You just gotta pay attention to what I say here. Tip your trailers at least a couple of feet away from the wall. As long as the buck rake or the leveler doesn't touch the wall, the stuff shouldn't go through. AKA, don't push it right to the end, my guess, from what Auction David was telling me earlier. If he does fix it, I'm not saying he isn't, I'm not saying he is, it will mean a game restart, which is worst case scenario. We don't want that, especially after well over 100,000 people have downloaded the map already. So, just a word of warning on that one. But hopefully it shouldn't really matter. This is kind of, he was saying to me, this is why he wanted to use the stock stuff. But like I said to him, they don't look British. They look terrible in reality. Like they're not even a remotely a British style silage clamp, and would definitely not look right at all on this map. And I was saying that you just live and learn. At the end of the day, you'll learn by your mistake on this one, and Thornton will be a better map. It's a case of, it's not game breaking as long as you're not stupid with your silage clamps. It shouldn't have any effect on your game. If it falls outside, use a shovel, use one of the brushes, you can get rid of it. It's it's a shame that it's in there, but to fix it is a game restart, whether you like it or lump it kind of thing. It sucks. So just be careful on that one. What we'll do is we'll switch off GPS and do the headland. This side doesn't need too much, that side may. I'm not too sure. So I can't remember if it ended up being shown in video. It was definitely shown on the live streams. The class tractor, almost said class combine. I ended up having to swap to the John Deere plow for field 20. It was just acting funky. I've noticed Courseplay has updated recently. Whether it's anything to do with stuff like that, I have no idea. It could be the tractor. It's just not having any of it. Sometimes it's like that. Yeah. Here's a big chunk I've got to do here. So what we'll do is just work our way back up. We'll just reverse around and catch that next section here. And we should be ready to rock and roll around the side of the field. So it was also coming very close to the end of the week already, Thursday. Which means, honestly, I haven't got too much longer left over here in the Great White North. Although it's not very great. Well, it is very great. Should I say it's not very white right now? Definitely not looking forward to going back home. I never do, to be honest. It's nice seeing my parents again, but that's honestly about it. I'd rather stay here. If only it was that easy, because trust me, it's not. And the more I learn and the more we figure out about me getting over here sooner than later, the more it looks like it's not happening for a long time, which is scary, to say the least. Like I say, I let you guys into a bit of my personal life, what's going on, nothing crazy, but that's part of it. There's definitely going to be a pain in the ass. It's not as easy as we were possibly thinking it could be. Which means it could have added a few more years on me being able to even look at coming over here full time. I don't know how it's going to work out, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I have absolutely no idea. So we've got this huge chunk here that we've got to do as well. This is a section that I probably should have gone around and done. So it's going to require like almost 2-3 headland passes, where the most of the side I didn't really need much. What we can do though is work across here and bring this little patch down. So we'll say tonight I should be live streaming usual time of 7 PM. I think Dave is streaming. I don't know if Virtual will be streaming or anyone else. Right now, all the live streams are kind of getting crammed full again. So I can see a lot of us having just to overlap. Like, in a way what people try to stop happening, but it's going to happen again. Which sucks, but it happens. Especially when you got all of us trying to live stream similar times and whatnot. And definitely when we all share very similar subscribers, it becomes a pain. But we'll make do. We always do. We most definitely always do. So, do I get this next section here? Yes. I'll just reverse back. This is actually taking a lot longer than I was expecting. I did a big chunk of stuff off camera after ending the live stream earlier, but apparently not enough. But then some of you like field work, and to me, watching this stuff would be very boring. I don't know. I don't mind doing this, but I always, and I can't help myself think that, yeah, you guys are finding this boring, I need to move on really quickly and get to something else. But This is farming too. Nice little dip here I just didn't realise about. What sucks is I'm gonna have to drive back up here and get the next pass. Some of this section here is like 3 passes wide. Now I'm not too worried about getting every last little bit because of the seeder I use is a cultivator as well. Come on, turn. Yeah, it does not like turning with this thing in the ground, which is kind of understandable. Don't even know if you can really turn with a cultivator on the ground like this. Probably you could get away with it. I wouldn't mind getting the cultivator and discs in at some point to give that a try. If I do end up using them at some point, it would be probably purchasing it. But with Field 36, I want to buy that and get sugar beets in there ASAP. Hopefully this winter will be able to purchase that field. If we get a great demand of soybeans anytime soon, we'll be selling them sooner than later, and if that is the case, then heck, we'll be able to buy that field really easily with the price of soybeans. Yeah, see, big chunks like this I'll grab. Stuff going around the outside I'm not too worried about. Nothing crazy anyway, and it looks like we do actually have a couple more passes here to do. Turn on that. Yeah, we do. Darn, I thought we were covered on this. That kind of sucks. And it's almost 9 o'clock already, dang. That's the time I said I'll be done recording, hopefully, but I wasn't. It happens. So I hope everyone that is new to the channel is enjoying what they're seeing. Just to fill you guys in, it's pretty much what you see is what you get with me. I don't throw any punches. Say it how it is. Some people like that, some people don't. A lot of people come and go because of that reason. I definitely don't hold back. I'll say what's on my mind and speak the truth when it comes down to it. I won't sugarcoat anything. If something's bad and you don't like it, then tough poop. There's one thing I've always prided myself on. I won't try and do that to please people. It's one thing I will always stick to my guns with on that one. It's just how I work when it comes down to this stuff. Whether it's costed me in the past, it probably has, but yeah, it's how I do stuff on here. I know, looking at my social blade, whether the numbers are accurate or not, I have no idea. But I've noticed a big increase in people the last couple of days. I think that's probably because of Sandy Bay being released. So there is definitely a lot of new faces, and so I truly do, when I say this, I hope you're enjoying the content. And I hope you're not going to be disappointed if you come in when I've been live streaming when I head back to the UK, because my live streams aren't every day when I'm over there. They physically cannot be. So I will be going back to my usual schedule of a live stream during the week at some point, and a live stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, that's done. And that's how I've done the live streams for a long time. This is the first time I've actually ever streamed in Canada. Now I've got my second screen. I've got this laptop which kicks absolute butt. You know, I was just thinking, we may plant a few fields in winter barley, winter wheat. Field 20. What do you guys think? Sunflower harvest? I'm thinking of sunflower harvest. Oh, that's cool. Soybeans harvested. Very good. Very good. What we'll do with this is we'll get... I love that starter noise. Cannot get bored of that grunt that comes out of this thing. What we'll do is... Actually, we'll leave that folded. I don't know if we have a course for this. This is field 14. No, we don't. Okay. So field 14... we'll go 4 headlands on this one. After. 14. There we go. Rob, go up and down. Oh, what happens there? Maybe I do rather go across. This is the pain about setting up cosplay. Huh, that looks like it would work actually kind of nice. Nearest waypoint, first waypoint, drive course. And I want to make sure there is no offset because there was earlier and that was screwing this machine up. Nope, good, golden. Right, let's get cracking with that. This can come back to the yard. Now, a lot of the other forestry machinery, I will keep down it in the forest. This crane, I feel, is kind of expensive and should be brought back to the farm. That, or we can use Willow Farm. I have a use for Willow Farm. Oh my goodness. Wow, stop the press. I actually have a use for Willow Farm. I did not think I would ever get a use for this. I hope they had IC control in this tractor. Crack the doors open, the back window, sunroof, have that wide open. Be awesome if they do. I'm not sure if the 7530 they released for 15 had IC control. If it did, I'm surprised they haven't brought it across actually. MB 3D modeling do good stuff. And this is, well, one of my favourite tractors in real life. The interior doesn't really have too much texture in on it, like it's very bland on the side, no stippling or anything like that. But nonetheless, this is a fantastic mod. Oh, I am tickled pink. I've actually got a use for this yard now. Wow. Cannot believe it. We've got lights on these barns, but I cannot remember where the switch is over here. What was that down there? Oh. Huh. Piping coming out there. Oh, that's funny. Low flying seagull. I'm just looking to see if there's any light switches along here. I don't think it's inside the barn. It could be. That or they're automatic up here. They could even be automatic. Oh, come on. Get away. Anything in here? No. Yep, I have no idea unless it's on the backside. This farm I typically just have no interest of even using. Has changed a lot. Has fertilizer, fuel, silage clamp. It's got everything you need. Bale sail point. But man, I don't have the need to use it. The old Sandy Bay yard is definitely gone, basically. Alright, we'll shut this back up. Probably need to run around and shut the other ones up now too. Now, if I am missing the light switch, let me know. Let me know in the comments down below where and if it is. It's not important because typically I won't be doing any work up here with that. Alright, that's disconnected. We're ready to rock and roll back home. Oh, where are we? There we are. Shut the door. Wonder why it flickers like that. There you go. So I won't bore you guys with the drive home, but we will come back and I think we've got a bit of animal work to do. Yeah, typically I believe. Oh, I don't know why I said typically. I have no idea. We'll be back. So, why did I stop at the churchyard? Well, it got pointed out to me the other day. Yeah. Some headstones. Rip Chillington Extended. I don't know when Oxygen David put that in, but it's even on the side here. Rip Johnson extended all the way across. So, yeah. Any of you guys wondering about Johnson extended? Somehow I don't think it's going to be ever a thing. Couldn't help but laugh when I saw that. Is that time accurate, actually? Oh, that's a shame. Wouldn't that be awesome if that was accurate? And the clock actually worked. Now, how is the class doing? Pretty darn good. Awesome. Good to see that's working properly. Oh, and that was a nice stutter. That could have been... No, it shouldn't have been a autosave. Well, like you guys saw at the beginning of the video, I got the autosave set for every 30 minutes. So technically 5 minutes before the end of the stream. Jeez, video it will stutter. Can't remember what it was set on, but it was set on too much. That's for damn sure. When you're playing single player, I'd probably bring that down to about every 15 minutes. Seems a fair number. Even, honestly, playing and recording seems every 15 would be a good number. As I don't see us doing a whole lot more. We'll give this a wash. Animals may need a bit of feed. I don't know if the cows will. What we can do is clean them off too, actually. The mowers, we are done with them. Now, I've not got the PTOs connected. I've got really no need to keep the PTOs connected. Downside is with these now, with manual attaches, you have to lower the rear mowers for them to detach. Which, I believe, the fact they're stock in game like that, you don't have to do that. I'm not too sure. Now the question is, do I need to put... Oh, sweet. I was hoping I would not need to put the PTO on for them to fold up. Should be just hydraulics. We're not running it, so there's no need to connect the PTO. Literally just transporting them across to here, the wash bay. It shouldn't make many seconds. I have seen some pictures floating around of people using the in-game windrower, I think it is, and connecting it to the back of this. It's got the 3-point hitch. It's got the PTO connected right in the centre. And, well no, it's not the windrower, it's the tether, sorry. Using the tether to, well, make hay right away. Which is a smart idea, I kind of like that actually. Pretty neat. Well, that's actually taking a little longer to clean than I was expecting. Alright, now this thing. This needs a good old bath at 75, it's been a while. Some machines, I've noticed, do take sort of seconds to clean, and others take an absolute age in comparison. And this is definitely one of them. Okay, we're good. Fold that up and see if we can find somewhere to put the darn thing. Especially with it flat like that. Can we get underneath that? Barely. Questionable, that's for sure. So what we should be able to do actually is just tuck it in sideways along here. Actually, possibly even on that back wall again. Of course, what we can do is drop them there, drive forward. We won't need the tether before we mow. And put that there. Oh, there's everyone slipping. Why is it slipping? Hopefully it is nothing crazy. Let's check the animals out. Will's getting up there. Need to get the mixing going like I've been saying. The animals are actually in good form. Oh, we've got 6 cows now. We started off with 4, so 2 have been bred. Awesome. Got plenty of liquid manure. The normal manure, I wish there was a way of making that so I can have more of that stuff to actually use it. But in the very scheme of things, I think we're done until we fast time or get into some more field work. And considering we've only got about 5 minutes left, I don't think it's worth it. So let's go and check the Xerion. See what it's malfunctioning. Oh, it's... Why did it do that? I should have turned on the headland. Get this turned. Probably actually save this course because it seems a good one. And then we'll call it quits until tomorrow. I'm not too sure what we'll be doing tomorrow. Next week, I'm going to possibly start a new map. I don't know for how long I'll be on that one. But hopefully, I plan on starting that up next week maybe. Probably towards the end of the week. I don't know because I leave Canada next week, Wednesday, so we may just do Sandy Bay for the week just out of these. Towards the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, yeah, Wednesday should be a video. Thursday, Friday, not guaranteeing anything. Thursday, Friday, cannot guarantee a single thing. I may be moping around and just too tired to even think about doing video stuff. Time will tell. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. We'll be back tomorrow, like I said, for another video and live stream. Final live stream for a while, actually, more than likely. And of course, we'll be streaming it later tonight at 7 PM. For any of you guys that are wondering, 7 PM we'll be streaming. So until next time, catch you guys later.